today we actually have a visitor with us, and he's from West Point. So we're not going to talk. We're not going to get into the rivalry type stuff, but we're going to talk football in general. And I've always said that the area that we play in is the strongest area for football in the state, and I believe that, and I think that we'll be able to bring out some information to prove that. I know people talk about other schools, other areas, like the Pine Belt and all that. But when you look at statistics, statistics don't lie. So we're going to be able to bring out some stuff that I think going to prove what we're trying to do. And last year, I had one night where it was just ladies, mothers of the players, and two of those people has two kids that's still playing, and I would love to do another night with the ladies because they are, some people say women don't know much about football, but you'll be amazed at what these two ladies know. They know a lot about football, and I hope that came through last year. But if y'all hear this or see this, I would love to have you back. And if by chance you don't, I'm going to be looking for you tomorrow night at the game. Hopefully next week we'll still have all of the same local teams in, and the guests that we got, I hope that coming next week, I hope that that his team is still in, so we can have a little bit wider conversation about football. And this year we're not only going to do football. I am awaiting. We're going to do one with Travis and Zyla Maxwell from Maxwell Racing, just to get people to know. A lot of people know, but there's other people that don't know. But we got so many things going on in Oxford County, so many good things. And I focus on good things, not negative stuff. So Zyler and Travis, they're doing really well out there on the circuit. So we just want to bring them in, and we're going to talk to them to let some of their fans that maybe some of our fans that really don't know much about what they're doing and how it works, how you go, the ins and out of it. And we're going to bring them in as soon as Travis and Zyla can make it. I don't know, we tried to set it up for this week, but Travis has some stuff going and we couldn't get it done this week. But be watching, that one's coming up real soon. But we're going to get ready to bring the guys in, and we're going to talk a little football, sports that we love. Okay, here we go. We got our guests. We want to welcome our guests, but we're going to start out with an introduction, starting with on my right.
My name is Early Henley Jr., and I'm actually from Brooksville, Mississippi, and I am the mayor here of Brooksville at the present time.
My name is Tony Henley, aka Big 8, from Brookfield, Mississippi, born and raised.
My name is Johnny Morton, Johnny B. Morton. I'm from West Point, Mississippi, and I drive truck for Cisco Food. I'm a truck driver.
Okay, my name is Lucius Henley, and I'm from Montgomery County, and I played there for the high school in the mid-70s.
Okay, now I got to do a disclaimer because I did a lot of research, and I know for a fact that some of it is incomplete. So if I say something about your school that's in the area, given a statistic, it may or may not be true. I mean, it's going to be true as far as the research that I've done, but it's possible that I could have missed something. But so if that happened, it wasn't done on purpose. Okay, the first question I'm going to ask to get this thing started is, what area of the state do you think the best football is played, best high school football is played? And elaborate on it a little bit.
That's anybody, or you going side to side?
Anybody can kick in.
I'm assuming we in Central Mississippi. I think Central Mississippi got the best high school football teams and players. You know, Golden Triangle area. I don't know what Louisville, Golden Triangle, but Louisville, Star Harbor, West Point, Knoxville County. We probably got the best football players in the state, probably.
Want to elaborate on why you say that?
I don't call every year, the Knoxville County, the Star Harbor, the West Point, the Louisville, we all just about playing for the championship just about every year. Those 4 teams, you know, I would love to see Columbus get a little bit better. Some of those other schools, but those 4 schools I just called, Knoxville County, West Point, Star Harbor, and Louisville, just about every year. Sometimes all 4 play for it, but if it don't, it's gonna be at least 2 or 3 of them playing for the state championship.
Okay, it's good that you brought up Columbus. I remember when they hired Coach Poppers from West Point, and I just happened to be taking pictures from that sideline over there, and I was really impressed with his coaching ability, and I thought he was going to be the man. I still think he could have, but I thought he was going to be the man to bring Columbus up. You know, Columbus got a lot of athletes, and they should be competing with anybody in the state. So now they got a new coach now, Coach Simpson, and I saw him play at Mississippi State, and then he went on to the Canadian League to play. So I believe that Columbus, they got a little bit better this year. They're going to keep moving, but guys just got to buy into what the coaches are telling you, and you can be winning state championship. It's a known fact that, well, let me not go any further. We want to move to the next person as far as what area you think is the best and your reason why you think.
Well, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I agree that Central or North Mississippi, which is we would be in the north half of the state, I'm going to say that the best football is played in the north half, or the central part of Mississippi, simply because I've been down south as an Army recruiter, and I used to go to all those games, McGee, Mendenhall. Even though they had a couple of guys out of Mendenhall to go play in the NFL, from the talent prospects of what I've seen, as far as the talent part of it, and sizeability versus the sizeability of the schools, I'm going to say it's definitely North Half.
Okay.
I remember in the past when we used to have the north, as far as Mississippi, the north and south, state game, and back then the south usually was, getting better with head to head. The south has more wins than the north, so the south has a legitimate argument as far as that part and that era. But right now I have to agree with these two gentlemen that right now in the state of Mississippi, I think the best football is coming out of from central North Mississippi back. And we're talking about, Knoxville, we're talking about Louisville, we're talking about Starkville, we're talking about West Point. And then if you filter in, some of the smaller schools like Amory, those schools have quite a few gold balls too. So, and I said, Tupelo, they've been knocking on the door. I think they're gonna have a good year this year. And so I think as a whole, especially in the past 20, 25 years, that I think that the best football, as far as talent wise, not knocking anything as far as Central Mississippi, South Mississippi, the Delta. I just think, on paper, and that North Mississippi is playing the best football right now.
Okay. Big A?
Yeah, well, pretty much that sums it up. What the other 3 gentlemen said, I think Central, North half, Mississippi got the best football, you know what I'm saying? Well, for as talent wise, I think the South is kind of like neck and neck because they do produce a lot of talent, go on and play in the next level, stuff like that. But yeah, I ain't too much I could add to that what the other three gentlemen said because I pretty much agree with it too. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're gonna let Johnny go first, and I'm gonna come back at Johnny.
Okay.
Okay, one of the one of the very first guys that I remember that played at West Point and went to the NFL was a guy named James Odie Doss, and was a dynamic player, just about could do anything. He went to the Miami Dolphins, and I'm not sure how long he stayed there, but that's where he had went.
Okay.
And then we had another big offensive lineman named Orlando Ball.
Okay. Knoxville guys.
I guess I'll start with this from the ones that I can recall. Buster Barnett, Buster, Darren Connor, Omar Connor, and Omar, Buster, Darren, and that's all I know out of Knoxville County. That's all I recall. Oh, Chris Jones. Chris Jones is one. I don't know how I almost forgot about Chris. But Chris Jones. Them are the only ones that I'm familiar with.
Okay. Jump in, help them out. 2 more Knoxville County
Tom.
guys.
2 more.
Okay,
You can go on.
I tell you, what's the guy name? They played linebacker Mississippi State, got drafted by the Giants. His mom done went down there by the church down
Dante
3A.
Dante Skinner.
Skinner.
Yeah, Dante.
Okay, and the other guy, I can't think his name, but he didn't get drafted. He went to free agency, played wide receiver for San Diego Chargers. He from
Jones.
down in the country.
Jones.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
Audrey.
yeah.
Yeah. He went up with the Jets.
Oh, he got drafted as a free agent.
He came out of Georgia Southern, I know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went as a free
He
agent.
went out as a free agent.
Yeah, well, that was Gennard and all kind of speed, real fast.
Real fast.
Still remember that preseason game when they kicked off to him and it was lights out. Gennard can run.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the guy.
Okay, now I don't really know nobody else. Tony, I forgot anybody?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
He's invited.
I know a few. I don't know. I'm pretty sure more, but right off the top of my head is Buster Barnett. Don't quote me, but he might have been the first one from here to go. You got Buster Barnett. You got Darren Connor. You got Greg Spann. You got Omar Connor. You got Chris Jones. You got Jeffrey Simmons. You got Skato.
I know y'all hate that.
How do we make
You got Skato. You got Skato
Hang
Hughes.
in there, Tony. Boy, you going, man.
You got
He didn't
Skato.
play. Skato didn't play in Macon, but he's from Macon. He played
Yeah.
for Starsfield.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You got I said Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. You got Dante Skinner. You got Javance Jones. You got Dylan Bradley. You got Jones, Tanaja Jones. You got
Still thinking.
Is that it? Is that all?
There's a guy that got 2 Super Bowl rings that y'all had college.
yeah. You got Nate Wayne.
Yeah.
You got Nate Wayne.
Yeah, Nate. How in the
Yeah.
world I
Yeah,
forget
Nate
about
Wayne.
Nate? God. Yeah, Nate Wayne got a street name after Nate, and we forgot.
You got Nate Wayne. You got
Okay, to
So
anybody?
it's all these guys that they calling, they went to the pros, or they just 54 years of college playing football.
No,
No, they went pro.
now,
I ain't know Chris
that
Jones
was
went
a,
to pro.
Yeah, he went to.
I ain't know
he
Mark
played-
Connor went to pro.
Yeah, he would. No, he didn't. He didn't go to the NFL. He went to the Canadian League. He played with the Alouettes.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
what about Money Mike?
Yeah, my dear friend. Yeah, he played. He played arena. Played arena ball. Sure did.
Okay.
Who was Mike? Michael Johnson?
Michael
Yeah.
Johnson.
Nah, see, I ain't know he played no arena ball.
Yeah, he played arena ball.
I didn't know that.
Okay, now anybody remember the guy that played in the Canadian League? He led the league several years
He from one of these schools, West Point or Knoxville again?
from Knoxville.
I know. I don't have a clue.
Okay, now, I think he played back when I was working night shift, so I never really got to see him play.
Mm-hmm.
I was missing all those games, but his last name was Joyner. I can't remember his
Not
first
the
name.
wide receiver played wide receiver at Jackson State. Not the younger guy. Played wide receiver doing Jackson State, played wide receiver.
I don't
Somebody-
remember because I wasn't able to I didn't keep up with it as much when I was working night shift. I couldn't go. I was just didn't pay a whole lot of attention then. But somebody will know his first name, but he's from Macon, from Baptist Hill, and he played.
Oh yeah. Oh
What's it?
man, I forgot.
I know it's Joyner.
And then I don't know him, but I forgot another. Superior Point played at Jackson State. Man, running back. Man,
You played in the league?
yes. Played at Jackson State. He didn't stay though. Man.
All right, who we left? We missed anybody on your list?
You ain't talking about Terry Riley, though. You
Pretty much
think
got-
Terry made it.
Got the list, but I was impressed that Tony went back and got Chris Jones, Greg Spann, and a lot of people just forgot about Dylan. That's the original 94. You know, that's the
I think he
94.
was the best.
Yeah. Well, like I always say, it's hard to compare, in my opinion, and Dylan had a lot more talent around him than Jeffrey had. These guys, everybody was talented, but I look at the guys there was guys like Glenn. He went up to Northwest and just walked on campus and they told him he was a starter.
Right.
You know,
He did.
so and then you had Ryland and you had Javancy and we just had so many
all
guys.
them guys.
Skinner. We just had so many guys that was playing at a really high level. Jeffrey there was a lot of guys there was a lot of good guys that played with Jeffrey. I mean, but when you had Barnett, okay, but then when you go further than that, there was a lot of other good guys.
Right.
But when you look at the one that was known all over the state, then Dylan just had a few more of those, He had a few more of them.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean that they were so much better than the other guys.
Right.
But a lot of times when it comes to college, what they look at, if you don't have the traditional size, then they kind of,
Right.
they may recruit, and they come and see the measurements,
Right.
then they start to back off.
Right.
But it was just so many guys that had the perfect size when Dylan played. But Dylan did the same thing that Jeffrey did. Jeffrey did the exact same thing. I remember talking to Jeffrey when he was in junior high. I was talking to him. I said, "You gonna be as good as your brother?" He said, "I'm gonna be better." That's what he told me when he was.
Dylan had a little more height. He been just
Well,
as good as Jeff.
that goes back to what I was talking about the traditional size. See, Dylan wound up playing on the line, and he did it at Southern, and he did it well.
Sure did.
But traditionally, in a bigger school, he would have been linebacker. He had the speed, all from side to side. But when you're in a smaller school, you get to play
Right.
other positions.
Right.
And these guys played it well. They played it well.
Right.
And he went with the the Vikings, and he had that injury,
Right.
But we've had a lot of guys, man, that played, and I'm sure we missed some. I'm sure Johnny probably missed some
No idea.
because the list wasn't complete.
Right.
But I think we've had a really good discussion, and I can't wait till we get to do it again. I'd love to have somebody from Starksville to come and just let them talk about their school. Because there were so many guys from Starksville that made it. Remember that Carter, the running back?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I can tell you another one that I was up close and personal with, and I can remember when going to this school, going to the games, I used to always say this guy is a beast, and that was Kadera Hodge. And there was another one that played for Oak Grove. He was with the Rams. He played quarterback for Oak, where he did everything. Well, this one young man that I'm very familiar with from down South Mississippi, and I can recall going to watch him play at Mendenhall, and if I'm not mistaken, he was a quarterback at that time, and his name is Kadera Hodge. And then there was another one I went and watched play. The Rams ended up drafting him. He went to Florida State. He played quarterback. Well, played a little bit of everything at Oak Grove. I can't think of his name right now.
Cam Akers.
Cam.
Cam Akers.
And you can just remember watching those guys out there.
Well, Cam-
They were Cam Akers.
played at Clinton.
He playing at Clinton High. Sure did. He played at
He
Clinton.
had two Cams.
Yeah. This Cam played at Clinton High.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking about that Oak Grove game when he just
Yeah.
beat him by himself. But yeah, they, like the panel stated, South Mississippi has had some people to go, but
Oh yeah.
I think we've had more, I believe, and got more to come.
Oh yeah. So we didn't talk about the schools that our current players. We all talked about players that has played and finished their career at Noxubee. I'm still putting another message out there. I'd love to have the ladies come back, do another ladies' night, because they really know football.
They know football. They do.
They know football. They was able to talk, and then I talked to Johnny on the phone, and he was telling me about how this lady really impressed him. So a lot of people think that because it's a female, she don't know nothing about football. But
They know.
That's not true.
That
don't
ain't true.
believe
I
it.
was here when I was impressed because I was in here when they were talking about it.
Yeah.
You might
Oh,
need to
he
have
was on that panel with him, wasn't
yeah,
he?
you
that
might need to have some
night?
snack. You might have some food next time you come.
Okay, but I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming, and we're gonna get this out. And hopefully we can get another one going next week. Like I stated earlier, before y'all got here, I stated earlier that should have one coming that's gonna deal with harness racing. Travis and Zyla Maxwell. Zyla had a fantastic year, and Travis, they went out on the season, and they had a fantastic year, and we just want to let people know that it's more than football. More than football out there. That you can make it in other sports as well.
Yeah.